No matter how hard they fought or how hard they played, it was always just too much of an uphill battle for Barney Hester's Howard Huskies. This year, though, a little bit different for Howard. They're actually enjoying the view from the top of the Region 2 4A standings.
I am 35 years old, and I ran around them boys like they were schoolyard kids. That's what former Baltimore Ravens wide receiver Steve Smith had to say about the Pittsburgh Steelers.
There's a couple rules to follow when you step in Kevin Kerr's locker room. 1, expect to win every night. 2, play a 200-foot game. And 3, never step on the logo.
And Luke is now a vegan.
I don't know who put that in the script. As you can tell, that is clearly not a thing.
But Josh Dobbs in this end zone, right over here, just hit Jawan Jennings with a Hail Mary.
She says she can school me. I tend to believe her, but I want to try and find out for myself. Here we go.
Good move.
We received this report today from the Auburn Department of Public Safety charging 8 teenagers from the Wilkinson County area with first-degree theft of property.
Now the goal, though, isn't really a set number. For Mike, it's actually raising awareness for something that's very near and dear to his heart.
Mercer football took a major step forward today. What's next? That remains to be seen. In Auburn, Alabama, Luke Hetrick, WGXA Sports.
It doesn't come down to the skill. It comes down to who wants it more and who has more in the gas tank to go the long way.
Don't be mistaken. There's a lot more to Chase Boutwell's game.
Very technical.
Heart and drive.
Work ethic.
Naturally gifted.
If you ask the amateur MMA star what separates him,
Man, every time I step in the octagon, I'm the toughest guy in the octagon.
not only does he have the heart, he owns that it factor.
He's willing to do everything that nobody wants to do during the fight.
That never quit attitude and hard work led Chase to becoming the youngest UMMAF amateur champion.
Win it was even better, man. I can't explain the feeling.
We're on the right slope, going in the right direction, on the right mountain.
As he works, his inspiration sits ringside.
I'm so nervous. Half the time it looks like I'm playing an instrument.
Every time I've been dropped, I think about my mom, and quitting's never entered her mind.
Because mom is enduring her own fight.
I've had MS since I was 24 years old.
To see her go through that battle, it's tough, but she's a fighter just like he is.
Through her battle with multiple sclerosis, her toughness is passed on.
If she can go through MS and having 8 brain surgeries, I can definitely go through, fight through whatever I'm going through.
And that motivation packs a powerful punch.
That flame that he has and the drive that he has, that he kind of carries from home to here, I don't think it'll ever burn out.
With his arm raised symbolizing his victory, the Boutwells became winners in more ways than one.
It's the one moment my mom, she doesn't have MS, she doesn't have hydrocephalus. Everything was perfect, man, and I'm glad I could bring that moment to my parents, to me, and anybody else who's cheering for me.
From 5 areas, I shoot 30 shots each. Add that up to every day, then it's 1,580.
It's the repetition and work ethic that make Jordan Kozlowski so great. Every day, same routine.
I'm not concerned about how many points I get. To me, basketball is more than that.
And good luck trying to stop her.
Are you physical?
Yes, I can be very physical.
I've taped every game she's had since 2nd grade. After the accident, you wonder as a parent how much impact that's going to have on a child's life.
When they ask me, what sport do you play? I say, wheelchair basketball. I like to put wheelchair in there because it's a part of me.
Jordan is a rising star in the wheelchair basketball scene, being the youngest player on the U.S. women's national team.
Through the accident and through the tragedy, so many great things have happened in her life.
Still, what if?
There are some times where I do wish I had stand-up basketball.
The lost opportunity.
The doctor was coming out of the operating room telling us how sorry he was.
Traces back to a day more than a decade ago.
I have lost my left leg, in a lawnmower when I was 2.5 years old. My dad, he didn't see me, and he backed up over me, shredded my left leg completely. I flatlined twice.
All they could do was tie off her artery to keep it from bleeding out.
14 years later, Jordan embraces her darkest hour.
You can't redo it. It's permanent. I can't just go and find another leg in the store.
With her positive attitude and success brings Mike peace of mind.
As a parent, when you see that after the accident and the tragedy, it's just nice to know that, there's a bright side to it all.
Look, I don't know if it's a genetic thing or what, but if you see Fromm on the back of someone's jersey, chances are they can throw a pigskin pretty well. Now, both Jake and Dylan Fromm, two of the area's best high school quarterbacks we've seen, and they're trying to carry the success far into the future. Let's start with the college boy. Big bro, U.S. Army All-American, Elite 11 QB, whatever other name you want to come up with. The big one now, Georgia's starting quarterback, Jake Fromm, who has been thrust into the national spotlight the first month of the season. Now, he's getting his reps due to a knee injury to returning starter Jacob Eason, but even with Eason's return, it's highly unlikely we'll see Fromm move back to the bench with the undefeated Dogs, ranked 5th in the nation so far this year. Now, we've seen this story 2 years in a row if you're a Georgia fan. True freshman quarterback coming off the bench during the season opener. Both guys insanely talented, but which one is the better fit? Looking at the numbers through each quarterback's first 5 career games, Eason has thrown for more yards, but Fromm, the more efficient of the two, and has Georgia at 5-0. But to be fair, this Georgia team, much better than they were a year ago. So on a national stage, Jake Fromm is a household name in college football, but little bro Dylan, one of the hottest names in the middle Georgia scene right now, and he's on a path that's much different than big brother. A year ago, Jake wrapped up a phenomenal 4-year career at Houston County. Dylan's journey brought him and twin brother Tyler to Warner Robins, and the Demons have hit the ground running with 6 in the gun. A perfect 6-0 mark. Warner Robins leapfrog Jones County in the standings, moving up to number 4 in 5A, and the Demons are going to begin region play on the road Friday at Thomas County. They are your Region 1 favorite down the stretch. Now, credit goes to a great defense, solid coaching, and a high-powered offense led by Dylan Fromm. Now, both Dylan and Jake had success in their junior season specifically, both working in Mike Chastain's up-tempo system. Now, you go back to 2015, Jake has the advantage in yards and interceptions on average, but Dylan has big brother in efficiency and touchdowns per game. Now, history already repeating itself. Both began their junior seasons at 6-0. Now, one team that's tired of seeing those Fromms at quarterback, crosstown rival Northside. Now, despite dropping their season opener to Warner Robins, Kevin Kinsler has that Eagles defense swarming, picking up 5 straight wins and rolling with momentum into our 1st and 10 game of the week. Region play begins for Northside, and it gets started with a bang as the defending 6A champion Valdosta Wildcats come into the MAC Friday night. And for Northside, region contest, that just ups the stakes, folks.
When you only play a 4-game region schedule, every one of them is big. And
now kickoff set for 7:30 at the MAC Friday night. We'll have full highlights from that game on 1st and 10, 10:40 on Fox 24. Now, I'll have highlights from that one and plenty more on 1st and 10. 2 huge Macon rivalries on display. Tatnall looking to stay perfect on the road at Mount DeSales. Southwest and Northeast meet at Henderson Stadium. That one, folks, huge playoff implications in Week 8 written all over it. Now, stay in that region. Huge matchup in Eastman as well. Dublin get a visit Dodge County. And again, catch all of it 1st and 10 Friday at 10:40 right here on Fox 24. How about a little volleyball action for you? Houston County Championships. Veterans, Warner Robins, playing for the right to take on Hoko in the championship round. We start this thing off with Alasha Hurd. Nice dig here, and it's going to go right back to her, and she's going to finish what she started. We know she can dig it, but guess what? Serves the verb, too hot to handle, and folks, that is what we call an ace. Lady Warhawks rolling later in the set. Izzy Coddington sets one up for Macy Dykes, and that is too easy. Veterans leads by 10, and they would go on to win the 3rd set 25-15 to take the match 2 sets. 2-1, and in the championship round, Lady Warhawks keep on rolling. They take down Hoko 2-1 for the county championship. Congratulations to the Lady Warhawks. Plenty more coming up in our second half of sports. Should the Braves bring back Brian Snitker in 2018? You tell us. For now, let's send it back over to Raymond and Amir at the desk.